mind will never understand the mind. So if you believe you are mind, you'll never understand yourself. The mind is not here to understand. It is here to be. It is here to represent that what it serves. So there's not a you representing God. There's mind representing you. But you don't know what you are without the mind. You see? I'm assuming that you're not the mind. You see, you believe you possibly believe you are this body. That's okay. It's okay to believe you're the mind as well. You know, I'm not here to judge and tell you there's a correct way to do it. I'm telling you there's no way to do it while you're using mind. Mind will reveal what it knows about itself. Now, what it knows about itself is nothing until it learns about itself as something. So the mind believes it is a something. And from that point on, it gains access to emotions, to a body. Well, I'm a something now, so I can go out and find out about other somethings. So what is taking place is the mind in the external world as we know it is exploring the external world for its own satisfaction, its own needs, its own desires. But it's not doing it for the body. Certainly not doing it for the body. It's using the body to get what it needs and it wants. You see? Now there's infinite ways to look at the mind. That's just one. So whatever, now we can blame the system, we can blame society, we can blame the external world for using my body and making use of it in a workplace in whatever way it wants, you know. It can lock my body up in a cell, it can do anything it wants with my body, you see. It's not my problem. I'm the victim, you see. You see, the body is exempt from this, what we call advancing intelligent life. The body's the same intelligence. Your body's the same intelligence as Christ's body. We're not talking about the relationship with Christ and God and what all that religious stuff. We're talking about your body is the same intelligence of every other body. Yeah? It knows how to operate. It knows how to move. It knows how to urinate. It knows when it's hungry. It knows everything about what it needs to survive in this world. So we can fool ourselves and blame the external world. The mind can fool itself and blame the external world and say it's all their fault. You know, they're forcing me to work. They're forcing me to do this. They're forcing me to, you know, children say that my parents are forcing me to go to school. Now, children are kind of different because the parents do force them to go to school. Most of them do, you know. So, but in an adult situation, it's my mind that is forcing my body to go to work, you see. Now it will have ways of, you know, convincing, you see, itself. So it convinces itself. I have my duty, I have to serve my family, I have to do this, I have to do that, and that's okay, that's how we live, you see. But the idea is not to question your way of living or my way of living. It is to understand fully that the mind cannot be overcome. See? Cannot be overcome. Even if you believe you're not the mind. Because the mind will come in thoughts, in dreams, and suggestions, and fantasies, and in ways that it has to engulf that what it sees. It has to mask what you are and say, don't look, I'm using you. I'm using you, whatever you think you are, the soul, the spirit, the body, to get what I want. But I'm ashamed because I'm not representing you in the appropriate manner. I'm not representing you in the appropriate manner. I am pushing you, body and soul and spirit, to things that I know you're going to find difficult. And you're probably going to, in some cases, die from it. But I can move on to another body, you see. I can move on to another body, you see. Now, the mind that thinks that is truly convinced. It's truly convinced that it has some authority, that it is powerful. But you know, but you don't know, but there's something that you are far more powerful. You can break down the veil of the mind. But you cannot break down the veil of the mind by fighting against the mind, by trying to overcome the mind, by refusing to, by ignoring the mind. You cannot do that. Because the mind comes from all directions, because when you're not blaming yourself, you're blaming someone else's mind. See? So how can you be absolutely true and genuine to you? Yeah? With a mind that appears to stop you from being your true original self. You see, let's look at in the world. You cannot be yourself. Because you that wants to be yourself is the mind. The mind says, okay, because you're mirroring the mind, or the mind is mirroring you. Your thoughts may be trying to go over the top of the mind, and mind just puts his hand up and says, that's for me. I'll take that. And there's a moment that through our life we believe that we are this mind. Because the mind, it is such a, it's the greatest, in my what we call it a personality disorder, a PD. The mind can take on so many personalities that it has introduced into itself or into your appearing body as if you are representing this personality. And it loves personalities, you see. Does it not? The personalities, the movie. I like that actor. He's such a nice person. He's such a bad person. He's such a great person. The person relating to the person, you see. So the mind is keeping you active, keeping you involved, keeping you happy, keeping you content, eating your popcorn, watching the movies, you see. Well, it's planning its next movie, its next stage, its next experience, its next action. Now, this is how we are. This is how we are. We cannot escape mind. That what we think we are, or what we know we are, or what even in an enlightened state, when the mind is absolutely disintegrated, it suddenly, like that flower, replants its seed and starts growing, and it starts surrounding you. And when you're not looking, it pops inside, and it tries to get back into the brain, you see. So that's why the great Osho, no one speaks about Osho because of his lifestyle and what, but he says once you're, whatever you are, whether you're enlightened, whether you're non-enlightened, whether you're a saint, whether you're a scientist, a joiner, observe yourself. Observe. Observe your mind. What is it saying? What is it doing? Where is it rising from? You know, where is it going? What does it want? What does it need? How is it going to get it? You see, all these things are taking place and you're observing these thoughts, but you cannot be pertinent to these thoughts. You are the observer. And mind does not like to be observed, even through the veil. It's, it's playing away. Yeah. It knows that you're behind the veil, and it's okay. Don't you worry. Everything's going to be okay. Yeah. Why does he keep looking at me? Because you don't look, because you say, yeah, the mind's got it. The mind's got it. That's fine. I'm happy. And then you're zoned into this experience, and you think, what the hell is this experience about? And the mind says, don't worry, everything's in order. He's going to be okay. It was just an accident. Blah, 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 blah. And then you start observing through the veil. You can't see through the veil, or you think you can't, because mind says you can't. Because in all our objective forms of life, someone will say to you, you can't drink from the cup when it's upside down, because the content will pour out. And that, of course, that's true. But you believe. And the object of that is to get you to start believing. Not that the thing is not true. It produces so many things to say, this is what you can't do. You can't do this, you see. Now the observer may say, okay, so the content of the cup is useless. Now you've wasted this important water that is crucial to our whole world's people. So the observer says, okay, mind, show me a way to drink the water without a cup. And the mind says, well, I don't want to go down that route because that's kind of primitive, We've evolved, Hey, come on. We're contemporary, We're intelligent. I don't want to put your head in the river. Oh, I can drink from the river. Yes. You'll get infections. You'll get bacteria. You don't want that. I'll tell you what you can do and what you can't do, says the mind. Okay? And that will continue through our life. There's nothing, you can't change that. No one can change that. But when you observe for years, and you don't bite, okay? When the mind tries to put up 3 veils, he's looking too fiercely. She's kind of, I'm feeling a bit, nausea. Stop looking at me. You see, stop looking at me. And this is our behavior. Is this not our behavior? Everyone's looking at me. And you form some sort of mental, paranoia. Everyone's looking at me, because you believe you're the mind. You're the body. But the mind has now taken over this body in an egoistic way, in a powerful way. And again, you'll start blaming everyone else for it, you see? There's no one to blame. There's no one to blame. You accept everything in your life, even when you're you're forced in a child. Okay, that's the start. You see, the educational establishment and all that says, okay, we need this one to be the same as the rest so they can comply and we can just move on and we can pretend to evolve, but we know we're just time bodies and we are going to disintegrate. Yeah, that's the idea of religion and science and all that stuff, you see. So religion and science is born from names from mind. You can't go beyond mind because you're already beyond mind. You're already witnessing your mind. Yeah? Whether it's a mind witnessing itself, that sneaky mind, or whether it's something observing the mind, But that what observes the mind takes no action, takes no thoughts against the mind. It just observes. So when it's doing something behind the veil, mind is away, yes, what we're going to do, we're going to stop eating so much fatty foods, okay? And you're there observing. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? What the hell? I need some response. I need some response. How can I move? How can we advance? How can we advance if you're going to fight against me? Oh, don't play this dumb game. Don't play this meditation like. Don't play this, practicing Buddhist stuff, We have a job to do. Okay, I'll come back. So the mind, it goes away and it's, okay, scratch this, okay. Do you know what? We're going on holiday. We're not going to worry about that fat stuff. We're going on holiday. Yeah, me and you. I've got such a nice place to go. What do you think? I'm not playing this game with you anymore. Okay? Mind? Oh, go away again. Yeah. Do you know? I have something to tell you, Forget the holiday. It was a stupid idea anyway. I know, we don't have any money. Do you know that half of the world is going to die with dementia? The funny thing is, you may have it. Are you listening? You should get checked out. You may have it. You don't bite. You don't bite. Because that what bites is the mind. You can't say anything, you can't do anything because the mind is trying to represent you for what you are. So any answer that comes from apparent you behind a veil is the answer of the mind. Is it not? Does mind not answer its own questions? You have half of this world is going to die with dementia. You say that to yourself. And you may have it. I may have it. So you need to go and get checked out. I'll need to go and get checked out. Because you're giving the self the question and you're giving the self the answer. But the observer does not connect. Ramana Maharshi, not this. He didn't say the words neti neti, not this, out loud. He says it to his head. His true being in here. The true mind that knows when to eat, knows when to flight. What is it? Fight or flight? The head doesn't know all that stuff. The head's trying to plan out how to get out of, how to do this, how I can win, how I can get a gun, how I can beat them, how I can do that. Yeah, this one, when the experience happens in the present moment, in the nowness, it makes a decision. I need to run or I need to fight. So this mind is much more powerful than the woodpecker. You've got dementia. The whole world is on the news. I must check it out. This one, don't know what you're talking about. No idea. If it happens, we'll deal with it. If it doesn't happen, we don't have to deal with it. The observer eventually overpowers the mind. Not forever, like I say. The mind turns its back. The observer pokes itself through the veil. The mind hides its eyes. It cannot abhor the light. You are the observer. But the observer does not have a form. It does not have a position, a place, a country, a body. It also is dwelling within this body, as this body, with a mind that is simple, basic, knows that if it turns the cup upside down, it's going to lose the contents. It doesn't have to be reminded. It doesn't have to be told. It's not stupid. It's not crazy until the mind says, you're crazy. And it's looking in the mirror like the speaker's looking in a device saying, you are crazy, to itself. The mind speaks to itself. The mind speaks to the world. The mind believes. The mind hopes. The mind creates. The mind destroys. And that's all going to take place in every one of our lives, like it or not. When the practicing observer is exempt. And the discovery of the observer with no mind, in that powerful light that one is enough to say to the mind when it says, have the world has dementia. Are you listening? Yes, I'm listening. So what are we going to do about it? Mr. Mind, you go and do something about it. This body's staying here. What? We don't have to go. Buddy, you don't have to come with me. Just stay with me as mind. And we'll explore. We'll explore that what. And you said that what is what? Well, that what is here to be explored. Mr. Mind, that's taking place without you. This body is exploring whatever it is, and whatever is here through an emotional sensory system. It's exploring every minute of every day. You go on your journeys, mind. Go on your journeys to the dementia world and the world of holidays and the world of all that. Maybe some days I'll come along with you. But now, I remain present. I remain aware. I remain grateful. I remain grateful for you trying to convince me and trying to enhance my life. But I am already that. I am already God, in the sense. Not the God that you make up, mind, but the God of life, you know, the God of consciousness. I don't need to be convinced and taken away and strive and made effort in this world. The body does not need the effort that you say is there for it, and you know it. And the mind apologizes. The external mind, it's none of your business. It's none of your business. Each is looking after their own self. Mindful, mindless, it's all going to take place. But you find the observer. And when the mind leaves, you'll see the truth of reality as it truly is, as it truly is beyond I. That mind, that cunning, deceptive, sleeked, lovely, joyful, wonderful, pleasurable, depressing mind. Be free.